Hi, this is Majanoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Disappointing. The good this week, I'm going to do something that's not Marvel and DC, and that is Afterlife for Archie. Now, I totally love this book just because, it's a different take on the zombies in the sense that you're combining it with this wholesome comic Archie, and there's death, there's destruction, there's mayhem, there's Cthulhu monsters, and it's like, how can you go wrong, right? Well, anyways, in this book issue here, basically Archie and the gang have been kicked out of their home, and they're now wandering. And this is a really good issue in the sense that it talks about Betty and Veronica, the relationship, Betty's upbringing, and how Archie fits into the mix. It kind of shows how, in a way, the best way to describe it at times is it's kind of like a mixture of The Walking Dead with Archie in the sense of what they're having to deal with. And overall, I'm just really enjoying this. Granted, it's an old type story, but I think it's done a little bit differently, and that's what I'm appreciating. I think the art style works. I love the colors that they're using, and it really conveys a good mood and setting of the story. And overall, I mean, this is just it's a great job. And this is one of the books I really look forward to every month. So let's get on with the bad. The bad this week is actually kind of simple for me, and that is Marvel's annuals. Okay, first off, the Uncanny X-Men annual, while the art looks really cool and the story's okay, it makes you want to, if you want to find out what happens, you have to buy yet another annual. You just can't be like, oh, I just buy Uncanny and I'm good. No, you have to buy the other annuals. Guardians, even though Frank Cho's art is good, it's dealing with Frank. Oh, here's Nick Fury. Is Nick Fury dead? Is he not dead? What's going on? I'm so confused. And the Amazing Spider-Man, I'm telling you, this is a tale that did not need to be told. Basically, he has to go home and he has to read a report for his job. But he doesn't do it because he spends all night long trying to return a cell phone. I'm like, really? I mean, now granted, this is classic Peter Parker, but we don't need to read this. This issue never didn't have to exist. But at the very end, we are treated to the likes of Ruby Tuesday, Dr. Bong, Chandu the Mystic, and Shrunken Bones, Gorilla Man. Really? I'm like, I'm done. This is just I mean, I understand that Marvel's trying to be nice in the sense that, hey, we'll give you different types of storylines, we'll do some funny stuff here and there, but I'm like, not at the expense of $5, and then at the same time, it's like there's all these other freaking crossovers and all these from Marvel and DC. It's like, you don't need to rate my wallet $5 just because you think you're being clever by doing this in an annual. How about just don't put out the damn annual at all? Save me some money. Or maybe instead of buying these annuals, I might have picked up some other Marvel books instead because, I had more money to spend. God, I hate these annuals sometimes. I don't, I'll be honest, I bought them because they're in my file. But man, I should put down a clause, no more annuals. Now the disappointing is World's End. Now, here's the deal. I think that there's going to be a lot of people who are really going to be psyched about this issue because it is the coming of the great evil. But let me just explain it to you this way. And this is why this is my disappointment. You have Darkseid, and he's just sitting there, meditating. And you have Mr. Miracle coming down there, or Miracle Man, whatever. And he's just sitting there, and he's talking to him, and he doesn't, and his dad don't react. So he throws a little temper tantrum, and then the temper tantrum eventually releases him, the evil dark death of the universe. And I'm just thinking to myself as I was reading this, I was like, okay, this is part's okay. And then I get to that end, and I'm just like, how many times have I read a storyline like this before? It's like, really? It's like if you're going to... There's no real true build-up. There's nothing. It's just, yeah, there's some fighting over here. There's a whole lot of backstory crap over there. And then, oh, the great evil just rised up from his prison right over there. And I'm like, thanks. Thanks for the build-up. Thanks for making me, like, really, really look forward to this event. And at the same time, you just kind of put no imagination into it. And then on top of that, you know how you have the different elements banding together and, you know, fighting the great furies and whatnot. Well, we get to see water. And let's see here. Let me get to water. And all I know is when I saw water, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Because it was just like... Has this person never once, like, watched a Call of Cthulhu horror movie or something like that? Because that's what we get. A tentacle vagina. That's what it is. It's a tentacle vagina. And I'm just really... done. I'm done. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought this week. What was your good, your bad, and your disappointing? Like and share. Facebook Crunchyroll Anime Reviews. We'll have more reviews later. Until next time.